Hello, hello, MouseHunt. Welcome. It's Feedback Friday, March 16, 2018. How's everybody in the chat doing? Already hanging out, chatting away. Ben, Tarako, Brian. Into you as well, Tarako. Last week, not communicating that there wasn't going to be a Feedback Friday last week. On holiday, I always remember to kind of slip my mind this time, so sorry. Audio is in and out. Well, the reason as well, I want to. Oh dear, what is? I am not. I don't know if this is streaming too well here. Lag. All right. Oh. Let's see, maybe it's. What do we got here? 720 to 480. Buffering lag. Oh dear. I could try restarting it. Seems like I have a better connection now, though. Was cutting in and out. Seems okay now. Yep, everything's green over here. I did drop the quality slightly. Working for me. All right, seems better. So we'll go forth. Go forth bravely. Well, the reason why there was no Feedback Friday last week was that Giorgio, Jacob, Brian, and myself, we all attended the MouseHunt meet in London. So there was quite the incredible turnout, as you can see below me here. Thanks, Michelle, for sharing the photo. I believe Emily took this photo, if I'm not mistaken, because she's not in it as well. So I think that's a strong indicator that she snapped that photo. So thanks for the photo, and big thanks to everyone who helped organize the event and for the invitation. It was a lot of fun. It was great to meet so many friendly players, over 100 people. I don't know what the final head count was, but as you can see below, a whole lot of mouse hunters. Yeah, blame jet lag from London. I think I'm still maybe fighting a little bit off. It usually takes a few days to adjust. It kind of helped though, because we had daylight savings time here, so it was only 4 hours difference coming home rather than the usual 5. And now, what next do I have here? I have the collage of content. Woo. Beautiful collage of content. So we'll talk about the birthday a little bit here, the spring egg hunt. Oh, I also reminded I want to set a timer, because I got to make sure I keep this one a little bit short here. And the reason why I want to keep Feedback Friday a little briefer this week is that we are going to be launching a small addition to the birthday event once I wrap things up here to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. The Lucky Mouse will be on the loose and carrying quite an impressive amount of loot with it. You're going to be able to attract the Lucky Mouse using any standard cheese or rewind raclette. Both will work. I think the attraction rate might be slightly higher with rewind raclette, but either pretty well any cheese you can use at the event is going to attract the Lucky Mouse in any year. And the loot that the Lucky Mouse will drop, 1 to 2 pieces of rewind raclette. So even if you're hunting with the raclette, it'll at least replace it. Or you can think of, on average, it drops 1.5 pieces because it'll drop 1 or 2. As well as 3 or 4 sewing supplies, depending on the year that you capture it in. It'll drop loot relevant to the year that you're in. And finally, as always, it will drop some variety of luck charm, from regular to ultimate. I think I updated its loot drops so to include the extreme luck charm that was missing off its table, and kind of fine-tuned it, lowered the chance of getting a regular luck charm and increased the chance of getting supers, extremes, but ultimates are still a little few and far between. So that is what's coming in the birthday. As soon as we wrap things up here, I just set a timer to make sure I don't go too long, because we have to do a code push to launch that. And final note about the birthday as well. You can see the Lucky Mouse way over there on the far side there. I don't have a transparent image of the mouse, so it has a lovely white background. Oh, Brian in the chat asks, rainbow and shamrock charms as well. Yes, those will be they'll be available in the kits that are usually available around St. Patrick's Day, but the Lucky Mouse does not drop the rainbow or the shamrock charms. Actually, that'd be a good idea to maybe change the gift of the day, but the day has already begun, which makes that a little interesting, but I'll make a note there. Where's my daily to-do list? That might make a good gift of the day. can plan that to be sometime on the weekend. Shamrock Charms can show up. And what eggs are those? Well, that's a good, asks Sean in the chat. That's a good segue to the spring egg hunt. So this spring, the same day that the birthday event ends. The birthday event is scheduled to end on Tuesday, March 27. Also should note that the vacant lot, your time so, and the spring egg birthday ends. It is in areas, as well as a few that we had from hunters on previous videos as well. Nice, and you can see above there the white mouse drawn in. You meant there. I'll get them to tomorrow. That might be good because St. Patrick's, and we can kind of just set on this day, set that up, and then there's no sort of gift if you already eggs. You just speculate, but I think it's. And the top there, the red, that one, this one, if I recall, I think that's more generic. That'll be able to found or be able to found anywhere in the Bristol Woods. Epic and difficult to get eggs in the game. Add anything too crazy, like pass on that. There's a ton of difficult. So these are some challenging eggs, not as challenging. We've been playtesting an egg carton, 12 empty. So let's say you find egg, shelter egg. Okay, the shelter egg goes in the carton, double up in the carton. So you find 12, you can claim it, and then you get all those eggs as well. So if you have a carton go, you loot an egg, you'll at the end, but it does reward you for spreading out a little bit, get a variety of eggs, because you can't fill the carton with all 12. I did a bit more this afternoon, obviously next week as well. We'll be playtesting that a lot from the meat. So that was for I think Wednesday I was playing through with the egg cartons. And we want what your thoughts. It's worth mentioning we have Eggmaster is slowly becoming as we add more and more eggs to the game, and we thought this carton we add more different, obviously very different. Get caught up on the chat a little bit here. Jaren about gilded maps, you know, the awkwardness of not wanting it open to save the shield. Yeah, it's a bit of an issue. It's sort of intrinsic to the way the golden shield works. It's kind of a nice little bonus for the chest, something we'll keep in mind in the future, but you will sort of have to choose if you want to save and open the chest later, if you want the golden shield, or if you want the event supplies that are in the chest. Keep in mind as well the aura, that if you open it past next year's birthday, you will no longer get the aura from the chest. Because it cannot be extended further than March 2019. Egg carton does sound good, says Marina. Otter, how about a baker's dozen? 13 is some kind of bonus egg. Yeah, Franco was had a similar thought there, so that's interesting that someone had a similar thought. Is a carton something you can turn on and off so you won't fill it with unwanted eggs? Currently, no. That was something we're thinking about, allowing you to either smash an egg that's in the carton, but we wanted to keep it kind of simple to start and get feedback. So we've got sort of the bare minimum in terms of gameplay. The timeline's a little tight on it as well. The spring egg hunt is coming in March, so we didn't want to get too complex with it, add too many features, because that'd be more sort of coding and testing, make sure everything works properly. Fry Crip says that's an awesome idea for having friends join. Glad to hear. We're a little nervous about that. We don't want to diminish the accomplishment of finding really hard to get eggs, but at the same time we thought it was a neat opportunity to address the concerns that Eggmasters will literally become impossible at one point, where there just isn't enough time to find all the eggs, where you could work together with friends if you're really determined to collect every single egg there is. How do you get a carton? We're still playing with that, open to suggestions. We were thinking maybe you'd find cartons in some of the, I forget what we call them, the special eggs. The 10 special eggs you can only collect once per year. We're thinking about putting cartons into there. Are there specific eggs? No, it could be any egg. You fill the egg with cartons. So it's not like a treasure map where it's a list of mice or eggs to go and find. It would be a carton to fill up with anything you like. Giorgio's just staring at me over there. Lovingly, I think. Was the door ajar?
Yeah, slightly.
Look at me just shouting everything. I have a collage of content. Trying to wrap things up quickly so we can go start the St. Patrick's Day celebration in MouseHunt.
Look at this lovely snow visage
Yeah.
you have right here.
It's bright sunshine and
With
snow.
snow.
It's
Beautiful.
Would you show them our window decoration?
lit up well today. Scared to move this. The internet is cutting in and out. I don't know if it's
Oh, from the angle of the
I don't
geez,
know.
Don,
just
yeah.
the. I'm plugged in, but this is a bit of a Wi-Fi dead zone back here.
So what's
Do you want to add some more people to the stream
yeah,
here?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Whoa!
Oh wait, was it just the background image this whole time?
No, it was camera and the collage, the content collage.
Oh, that.
My lovely
Wow.
borderline,
That's so
crazy looking
great.
cortage.
That's
Crotage?
Cortage.
Corsage.
Corsage. What's a
A,
cortage? I don't think I said it.
Yeah, I don't think cortage. There's a portage when you carry
Portage,
your canoe
sweet.
across land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what's that? Cartel.
Cartel.
Well, no, not all
Okay,
these bad
not-
gangs.
alright.
Shipping lines, you know.
Good lines, all right.
Is there a cortage? Is that a thing?
Cortage.
Hey, cortage.
Brian asked if
Hi.
charge eggs will return this year. Yes, they will.
Never!
It's not mouse hunt.
I'm
It's egg hunt.
deleting all of them.
It's not egg hunt. It's mouse hunt.
Zach too likes the idea of the cartons would help people catch up if you returned from
Zach
a few
2
years
is
off.
here?
So, Zach D.
Oh, so you went over the egg carton idea?
Yeah.
I like it. Put it in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Meisher. Oh, my fan's turning on. Yeah, Meisher says too that not impossible for older hunters if you've been working away at Eggmaster for 8 or 9 years, but definitely if somebody's starting tomorrow, I think they would never be able to become an Eggmaster because there just isn't enough time to find them all.
Hi, Lisa.
Frischmidt asks if you're going to have a map open and working on egg cart at the same time. Yes, so not
Yes.
anything to do with
Yeah,
maps.
Yeah,
They're their own thing.
Franco and Giorgio eggs.
We
They
did it.
found us. You found the Franco
We
and
did
Giorgio
it,
eggs.
Dave. We
Yep.
did it.
Just floating heads.
When does the shop
Two.
open? So I don't know. Same thing, like when my basement gonna be finished. I don't know. Just all a big anonymous.
Anonymous.
Just big anonymous.
Oh yeah, it's
Big old
working.
anonymous.
All right,
Well,
well, finally, trivia. Let me cover up the answer. See if you guys can get the answer to this trivia as well.
Trying to remember the tune. Oh no, it's not stopping.
Look at this sunshine right
Sun-
here. See if I can get. No, the laptop blocks it.
You can move your head into it.
Good.
Move down
No,
into
it's
it.
not.
you
There we go. It's like
Whoa.
glowing.
Whoa.
See, then you block the sun
Whoa,
with the
whoa, whoa.
laptop.
No. All right, yeah, go for the trivia.
Okay.
Go for
So
the
today's trivia question, I don't believe it's a numeric answer, so you cannot spam numbers here, is which birthday event, I guess it is kind of
It is
numeric.
kind of numeric.
Well,
Is it a
Which-
trick question?
which birthday event added the most new birthday-themed event mice? If you can
Seven,
hear me
unless-
over my
just
laptop
Seven.
fan.
Unless it's a trick question, I'm going to say the year with the Force Fighter 5. Because it's 5.
Giorgio has the answer correct. It was the year where the Force Fighter 5 were added. How many? Do you know how many mice were added
No,
and what
it's
year
got
that
mice
was?
6,
68,
4,
2,
Which
5.
birthday? That should be easy.
Fifth.
5,
The fifth
I don't know what
birthday.
year.
And how many mice were added?
9,
7.
10, 11, 12, 13. 2013.
2013 mice are wrong.
What?
Oh, okay, the year.
No, not the ha ha ha.
7.
2013 is the year.
Close.
Fifth
6.
birthday.
KDM got
Yeah.
the
We
answer
did not-
correct.
we
Force
didn't add
Fighter
another
and
one?
the boss.
We didn't add another
Big
one after
The
that?
Super Mega Fighter Bot.
Super Mega
Extreme?
Fighter, Extreme something.
Supreme. Extreme
I
or
think-
Supreme?
I think no one's found it yet.
What are you talking about?
There was 7 out of it.
6.
I just
Six.
realized.
Six.
Yeah, so it was 2012 was the
What?
year, I believe.
Oh, because technically.
The calendar year 2012, which was the
Yes. Are you
fifth,
sure
to
about
celebrate the 5th birthday. Pretty sure.
that?
I just realized I didn't make a reward list. Let me go visit Larry.
Instead
Would it
of
have been 2013? Because 2008 was the 0th birthday.
Well, then this HUD is wrong.
Uh
Because
oh.
in 2012, Iceberg, Force Fighter 5.
Yeah, 2000. What did I say?
So
13?
2013,
1, 2,
which was the dance
Oh
party.
no, but because this year wasn't a birthday, it was the release
Nothing
year.
left for me to
Too
do
close.
but dance.
That's close. I guess. Well, yes, we got it right.
Alright.
First Fighter
the
5.
year was wrong. It was 2012, right?
We'll have to check the tape.
Check the tape.
Check the tape, guys. Today is the 16th.
That's a lot. Is that going?
It's a claim
Can you
limit.
reverse? Can you reverse those numbers?
No, that's why there's the max, to make sure you don't go.
Ah,
And
that's why.
50,000. Well, 5 people can claim 50,000. Wait, no, other way around, other way around.
No.
I mean, it's the same quantity of items, right?
But
But
there's more
the
concentration.
distribution is low. All right, I'm asking Larry for a time traveling
Larry says no.
What does Larry say?
Oh, Larry said no. No, I said
no.
of course.
And which space time?
So wait, Larry's-
Are we asking Larry?
The.
All right, reward link coming up. Let me switch over here. Zoop. Change this because we got to get going. We got to. What is this thing doing? Why is this flickering? Why are you flickering? Don't do that. Don't.
It could just
Don't.
It could just-
Don't. Is Nico here right now? Nico, are you watching this? Don't.
Okay, there we go. Reward link down below. Paste that in the chat as well.
Is taking the copy paste on there?
Oh, if you have like an
Can we
OCR.
get
on
some
your
milk, Dave? Let's give him some. Is there a milk item in the game? Crafting item?
There's spoiled eggnog.
Oh.
Close enough.
So you don't do a whole lot of baking. Grilled cheese, there's milk in it.
Milk in it.
All right, there is
Milk
the
is
reward
in it.
link.
Hit grab. Hit grab. It's gone now. That was good.
Oh, that's good. Well, it's in the chat as well.
What
You
if you
can
don't
click
watch
it in
it
the
on
chat.
chat?
You
What
can
if
pause
have a
it.
chat-free video?
Then I don't know. Sounds lonely.
Wow, you gave out 10 times per room stay? Nice.
Oh, again, 10
Wow,
times
you
the
give
rooms.
a-
Always, yeah.
You gave out 10 super.
Only 10 this time.
Sandblasted metals? Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
The super sandblasted metal.
Super
no less.
sandblasted metal.
All right, well, you ready to start the St. Patrick's Day event? We're going to go do that code push. All right. So like I said, make sure you sound the horn. The Lucky Mouse will be around. It's going to leave on Tuesday, so it'll be removed on Tuesday, so you have about 3-4 days. Make sure you're hunting because it's really going to supercharge your progress through the birthday event. You'll be able to encounter the Lucky Mouse using both regular cheese or at a little higher rate if you use Rewind Raclette. The Lucky Mouse will drop 1 to 2 pieces of Rewind Raclette, as well as 3 or 4 time sewing supplies. Even if you're not using Rewind Raclette, you'll be able to collect time sewing supplies. So there'll be a huge boost. So make sure you are active this weekend.
This weekend.
This
like
weekend.
Brian style weekend.
Weekend.
What did you do on the weekend?
What did you do on the weekend? How was your weekend, George?
Dave, do you remember when Dave changed his tie?
On Monday.
This morning, Franco just starts singing. We were doing so. Remember when Dave, and then he just breaks into the song. He's like, remember when Dave changed his tie? And Dave can hear us, and he's just like, what do you guys? What is this song about? What is going on?
That when Dave changed his ties.
Remember when Dave changed his tie? Go ask Larry. Ask Larry if he remembers when Dave changed his tie.
I remember.
Thanks.
Dave remembers.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Mouse Hunters. We'll see you next week. It'll probably be Jacob next week doing a live painting, I would think. But in case it's me, I'll see you then, or I'll see you 2 weeks from now. Yeah, or Franco doing a live painting. Yeah.
That'd be a bad one. Just saying.
I'm just gonna paint on canvas, not even digital.
Just
That's it.
just
a Bob Ross.
Yeah, I'll be at home. Me and Jackson will finger paint something new to put in the game.
There's a good question from Ben, actually. Does the Lucky Mouse eat moon cheese? Let me check that.
Lucky Mouse.
That's worth checking before we start
Anything.
this up.
Mm.
I know it's Rewind Raclette, Standard Cheese, and then Super Brie. They all have different encounters. But I don't know if moon counts as standard. Changed his time.
Moon is not standard.
It's not
so
standard. Correct.
Wait.
All right, that's worth noting. I don't think the Lucky Mouse will eat moon cheese.
yeah, because it doesn't count as a generic attractor. It only works for specific mice.
No.
Or crescent cheese either.
No.
I think
No.
I think we should leave it that way. In case you really want to
Just
focus
the
on
lichen.
the lichen, because you can certainly choose to use a different type of cheese, and you'll still get more time sewing supplies. Just focusing on the Lucky Mouse. So I think I'll leave it like that.
Surplus loot.
You put it in the surplus store.
Oh, the surplus store.
Oh, I just realized I didn't have a thanks for watching end screen
Oh,
here.
I've
Let
been
me-
enjoying the collage. When you said thanks for joining us, Mouse Hunters, did you mean like thanks for joining us, Mouse Hunters, or thanks for joining us, Mouse Hunters? Because
Us
we're
Mouse
also Mouse
Hunters, yeah.
Hunters. Which one, Dave? Which one was it?
It's worth noting though, moon cheese is the best way to collect Rewind Raclette. The Lichen Mouse drops 1 to 2, I think, and moon cheese will bring it out in the first year. So. What is going on? All right, well, we gotta go. We gotta go start the St. Patrick's Day portion of the birthday event. Stay tuned. That should be live within 15 minutes, I would think, assuming these gentlemen regain their sanity.
I know how to code.
Yeah. All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
I'm jumping in Ron's ship, and I'm gonna hijack.
Thank you. Remember when Dave changed his tie?